Welcome Cancer to Finally Found Tarot 11/11. Today we're going to do your weekly reading from the 4th to the 11th. This will be for the Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs of Cancer. Please take the messages that resonate with you, claim them for yourself, toss the universe what does not. It's not meant for you, and that's okay. Check your Moon, Rising, and Venus placements of the videos that correspond with that to get some more intuitive guidance if you don't find it here. Remember, time and energy is fluid, so whenever you're directed to the video is the right time for you. That being said, I am going to use a singing bowl here. As I do so, I ask you to take that deep breath in, exhale whenever you feel so inclined to do so. That's going to help balance your energies, set your intentions, and bring them into the reading. If you are new or returning to the channel, welcome. I'm so happy to have all of you. Thank you so much for your likes, shares, and subscriptions. It means so much to me to see the channel growing. I can't express it enough. So thank you. It also helps it to circulate. Cancer, you've been a huge support the last few weeks, so welcome to all the new subscribers. And I hope you continue to find a lot of hope and guidance and healing, or at least a laugh or two here. But anyways, without further ado, I have taken out the Celtic Cross, as well as some oracles, and we'll get started with the oracles first, and we'll jump into the tarot. So let's get started. Peace, love, health, and wealth. All right, let's take a look at your shaman message first. You have the Rattle 43. Interesting card coming up for you, Cancer. I feel like this is, being it's upright, it's a very predominant message for you because, it's kind of inviting you, Cancer, to work on the, work with the tools that Spirit's given you and, but be very careful with them because I feel like right now you've got some, bitter, very sharp energies to you that could possibly hurt you or others. If you kind of lash out with that energy, you've had a lot of emotional hurt building up, healing building up. But I feel like you're on the point of healing, Cancer, where you're not taking it anymore. You're a little bit angry here, and you're tired of being poked, and you're tired of being walked on, and you're tired of being the one that forgives and tries to let go and get squashed in the end. I feel like you've really tried to heal from this person, and it's just not. They've not allowed you to heal because they keep coming back and using your kind heart as a sort of like a boomerang effect where, you throw them out, you're like, okay, I'm done with this energy, but there's something that keeps pulling on your heartstrings, right? And they keep letting them back in. I finally feel like you're about to sever that energy once and for all, or you've probably recently done so. And you're kind of consciously stepping into partnership with your own self, with your divine here. And this is the time for you to be courageous about your deeds. Do not let your hesitation get in the way of your expression right now. Be clear and decisive with your words and your feelings and your actions at this time, okay? Now we have Crystal Skull Wisdom, clarity, divine healing, and high vibrational energy coming in for you. Very much, again, what I was saying, healing, there's a higher vibration coming through you at this time, Cancer, because you've been really working through this time, right? You're becoming, all aspects of your life are starting to become a little bit more clear, right? I feel like you should expect to become aware of what you need to step away from and have a more focused path, okay? You may have felt a little bit indecisive, but now you're kind of downloading very much direct guidance from your own heart right now. Source, so you can also live and express yourself in a more authentic way, Cancer. I feel like know that the downloads often appear as your own inner guidance, kind of encouraging you to move forward because you should be. The key is to recognize the calmness that they bring. This is definitely a time of clarity and connection. This is clarification, in order for you to start to work with what you've been given, right? In order for the next phase of your journey to kind of unfold, you have to follow the information that you've received. And I feel like you know what you need to do to heal and grow, but if you've been kind of asking for a sign that the healing work you've been doing has been successful, you need to just trust that it has been, right? And this is what you've been waiting for. This message is, yes, it's been successful. You are healing, and you are coming out of it a more wise soul here. Now we have Starborn 21. Exactly, you are Starborn. I feel like you're the wisdom. I'll look at their inner hair. It says, even the sun doesn't know it's a star, right? So, powerful message for you here. You are growing. You're realizing your own worth, your true inner power here. And you also have a very strong, Cancer, you're very water energy. So you're very, connected to yourself, connected to your emotional realm. Your spiritual connection with the universe is powerful. You need to trust your intuition and your inner feelings about things, especially when your inner feelings are at odds with something, because sometimes, when it feels like the least is happening, that the most important thing is actually taking place, and you just can't see it, right? You have a special and deep spiritual life purpose to fulfill, Cancer, okay? So you cannot get there with logic and planning. Your spirit knows how to guide you, and the universe knows how to support you, so you just need to follow your heart along your spiritual path. It's going to lead you to your best, brightest, and most beautiful life full of success here, Cancer. I truly believe that, so just keep going with that flow. Let's look at the situation in tarot. Look at that Ace of Cups. Now, this is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. But, my dears, this is love's beginning. So, love is coming in. If you've been struggling and, with love, obviously, I feel like a healing from it. This is saying new love is coming in for you, Cancer. And you can, count on it, and the day is long. And I feel like once you understand that, you're going to just have this a moment of just like, oh, it's clarity, right? This is the new phase of your life that you've been waiting for. This is specifically dealing with love and emotions, so you're in for a real treat here. I feel like this is a blissful time for you, finding joy, friendships as well, but I feel like a new love is coming in and is on the horizon for you. I feel like you're making a whole new start. Just go with it. Allow this feeling to kind of revitalize your spirit and keep going forward, because your heart knows the way here, Cancer. The World card coming in, my dears. Look at that. The completion to that horrible, nasty, hurtful cycle that you kind of went through is here. This is predominantly speaking to the fact that there's an important leg of your journey that, perhaps is coming, to a completion. Something that has occurred that's left you with a great sense of closure here and accomplishment. And if not, you're very, very close to that stage, right? And that finish line. You need to reflect on your journey this far, right? And appreciate the steps you've taken to get to this point. Be sure to tie up those loose ends, right, that are keeping you from going forward, and do them fairly, right? There are many lessons that you definitely learned along your path, so just remember them well, Cancer, and apply them for the future, so that we're not going to make any of the same old nasty mistakes that we made in the past in the future again, right? So the Lovers card in your obstacles, because the Canadian geese there. So this is Gemini energy, but Cancer, this is speaking to the fact that, true love has been an obstacle in the past for you, because, you couldn't find that person, that true soulmate connection. You felt like you maybe had it in maybe this last person, and it was just a cycle of constant hurt, and then, kind of love, hurt, love, hurt. It was just a cycle that became a lot of bitter energy came there. So I feel like, this is burn bridges and bitter rivals is what it kind of comes out to be. So be careful of that. You're trying to find a relationship that had a strong foundation. You weren't getting that in this past. You felt like you were giving, way more in this relationship than they were. They just were kind of constantly manipulating the energy. And, you were looking for somebody where there was mutual respect, give and take. And I feel like that was part of the problem. You just, in the past, this person was not giving that. And so you struggled to understand, was it you? No, it wasn't you. It's them. You have the King of Pentacles here to clarify that. That is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But this is being very much in your own authority, right? Understanding that you can't, you're kind of holding your own, right? I feel like this is a card that says, don't back down, right? You don't have to bow down to somebody just because, you feel like you don't know your worth, or they keep telling you that. I felt like you've been on this hard-fought path here, and you're trying to go towards self-improvement, and you're trying to achieve this long-time goal here, but someone's trying to knock you off your pedestal all the time. Struggle is starting to become far behind you here. You just have to let that go. You're going to start to embark on new ventures once you start to see the path, Cancer. Right now, I feel like you're not using your tactful judgment right now, I feel like. So learn what you can in this state. Maybe there's a powerful, wise male authoritative figure coming in that could offer you some good advice. Make sure you pay attention to that. You could benefit from that energy. But just be mindful of what's around you, your surroundings, and be tactful with your own emotions here. Look at that. Influencing you is the Three of Cups. Celebration. You're longing for a celebration. This is your energy again, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. But you're longing for that celebration, that freedom, that friends here. This is a time of making, memories last here. So I feel like this is a time where you're going to get connected with your friends, maybe from the past year. But this is a time where, people whom you have a real rare connection with here. So you feel truly yourself around. This could also indicate something, an upcoming celebration, engagement, a party, maybe a wedding. You're going to be attending. Then we have the Nine of Pentacles here. Love it for you, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. See, I feel like you're really starting to come out of this energy, and it didn't take as long as you definitely thought it was either, because I feel like you were definitely dreading this part of change because you were scared that it was going to be this very long, drawn-out emotional thing. It's hard in the moment, but it is going to get less hard and less hurtful every day. So you've honed on your skills. You're applying to maybe a better job. Something here is definitely, maybe you've gone back for some more education, but new opportunities are rolling in with this card. And I like it. So treat yourself here. Buy something you've always wanted to be. Don't be afraid. You're Cancer, to pamper yourself with maybe a massage, a new outfit, whatever it is. But live freely with the security that you've worked hard to attain, okay? You've worked hard for it. So now you can start to, you could let loose of the reins a little bit and start to appreciate the wealth that you've accumulated, right, from your hard work. At the root of the reading, we have the Fool card. So that is good. That's that new beginning that you kind of were hesitant for some time to take. Part of you, essentially, I felt like just didn't know how to get out of that sad energy of trying to go forward, and now you're getting that innocence and that life back to you, right? This is about beginnings, and it points aside Cancer that's kind of spontaneous here, the one that's excited, a little bit naive, a little bit inexperienced in some way, but somebody could be doubting your ability, and maybe even calling you a fool, but be ready to, fall. No matter what people say about you, Cancer, you're realizing this is your journey, and it's already begun, and you're not going to leave the key to your happiness in anybody else's damn pocket anymore. Now we have the Magician, because you're making magic. You're making your own beautiful life come true. This is a great alchemist. You're blending, metal and into gold here, so I really feel like that's powerful for you, essentially, as well, because you're taking, the shit that was piled at you and turning it into something magical and powerful. You're about to experience here, Cancer, a wave of positive outcome coming in for you. You're at a point in life where you're overflowing with this potential. So if you're in need of this change, or if you're looking to make some of these improvements in your life, you've already equipped with those tools, like I said earlier, and the abilities you need to make them happen, but you need to use your keen mind, and abilities to make these happen. And you making your willpower to help manifest the change that you want in your life. You could be introduced to someone here who has that skill, an intellect, who impresses you in some way, that you maybe want to become your mentor. Never turn down an opportunity to learn more and gain a better understanding of the world and the people around you. Remember, knowledge is power, so keep working with that. The recent past, we have the Ace of Swords. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. There's that new beginning. That infinity sign as well around that sword in that snake. So I feel like this is saying to you, Cancer, when lightning strikes, the whole world seems to light up just for that 1 second, where you just get that epiphany, that aha moment, that clarity, everything is seen, right? And that vision lingers even through the storm, right? So such is the power of that Ace of Swords. So I feel like your mind will become clear, your thoughts will become precise. It's a great time to make those decisions that you have been putting out, Cancer, okay? And now the Five of Swords. So, again, decisive Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, getting to the bottom or getting to the conclusion of a situation that, again, I feel like you felt like was drawn on way too long. And you're kind of struggling with the feelings of that hardships of the past, right? You're following. There was a disagreement in the past, and there was definitely some animosity here, colored with that conflict, that bitter, like I said, burned bridges and bitter rivals. And you feel that there's a lot of regret here, maybe in something that you said, Cancer, or how you behaved. You let that emotional kind of revenge just kind of spew out of your mouth, and it's okay. We've all been there. Don't let that, hold on. Maybe say you're sorry, reach out to them, but that's all you can do, right? Victory isn't always sweet, right? It's just as bitter as losing in some way. So now is a time, I feel like, Cancer, where you're picking your battles. You're seeing that fighting with everyone that you disagree with is not going to give you anything much, again, beyond burned bridges and bitter rivals. So apologize when you're able. Hold your tongue if you feel like lashing out, right? If you've suffered a defeat at the hands of somebody else, accept it. Stop, ruminating it. Be graceful in defeat and learn from your loss, okay? And we have in the near future the Four of Cups. Somebody's in your house. Somebody's stirring trouble. This could be a third-party energy, but this speaks to gossip. Somebody trying to, just stir that shit pot. There's always someone trying to stir that shit pot. You know what I mean? And so I feel like this is greed in the near future here. So an outsider could be looking in here, Cancer, seeing a life that, and your supportive relationships. But you don't see it that way. I feel like there's discontentment here. There's even greed for more. You're longing for more here. This is warning you, Cancer, not to take your situation for granted or the people that could support you along the way. Look around you. What are you truly longing for, Cancer? Name it and figure out that action plan to make that happen. The King of Wands, again, so Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, you're getting in that courageous being of self. You're understanding that you truly don't want to go forward considering the things that you and the path that you've been on for some time. So, where you were naive and a little bit manipulated. So I feel like you're that natural leader now and you're taking control of that. You still have goals you wish to pursue here. You're in a good position to, enlist the help of others and start working towards a common goal. But you've already been put into a situation of leadership, or opportunity will soon present itself, Cancer. You need to channel that charisma and be the best leader that you can be, right? Don't be afraid of responsibility. Everyone who follows you already deserves, does so because they believe in you and what you stand for. So believe in yourself and take those challenges head on. Don't waste time pursuing things that you know won't yield good results. So the time for action is now, and you have all the tools, again, necessary to make these things happen. The only thing that's lacking is your will to go forward. The root of the reading, the Father of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This is represent an authoritative figure in your life, but this is someone that is very, decisive, nurturing, grounded in their sense. So this could be you, Cancer, but going forward, where you're getting in touch with your wisdom, the knowledge from the past lessons, and you're applying it to the future. And we have the Ten of Wands, clarifying that. Again, my dears, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy, and this is just like where I feel like you've taken on a lot here, that burden, that heavy load here, a lot of responsibility. But this has been your choice up until now, and it makes the road a little bit harder, but it's a temporary situation, and it will lead to greater, rewards in the future. But this is kind of encouraging you to invest in the future through that hard work. It doesn't always imply taking on more work here, but this is investing in yourself, your mental well-being as well, by cutting down on jobs that overtax you, that's something that's going to give you a greater future payout. The last few steps, Cancer, in any journey are always the hardest, right? But you have to take solace because the end point is in sight. So there are rewards in taking on new burdens. So keep your perspective clear to understand what the rewards could be so that you're not missing them or overlooking them or being over analytical and, talking your way out of them. Now we have the Wheel of Fortune here coming in. So I like that that's in your environment situation. So beautiful energy coming in. So my dears, this Wheel of Fortune is a change, destiny here. Whether day or night, the Wheel of Fortune is always in motion. Some call it fate, others call it destiny, right? It's possible to go for, months and years without feeling its presence, but when it does, it comes in. Don't be surprised if there's a change of course heading your way, something that you'd least expect, your Cancer. Whatever happens to you during this time, know that it's bringing you closer to your life purpose. And then, it's good or bad, it's changing, right? So keep on going with that flow. Now we have the Two of Pentacles to clarify that. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, again, there's a need for balance here. You can't juggle, everything. And I feel like for some time you've been trying to do that and you're seeing that that's just not the way to go. You're juggling too many different possibilities and you have to slow that down. You're overburdened, overcommitted. You're not handling this strain very well. So this Cancer is a wake-up call to get organized and quickly here. So You know, I feel like if need be, drop some of the burden before it's dragging you down completely here, Cancer. This could also be a sign that aspects of your life have become unbalanced here. You're over investing yourself in one part of your life and over another, and the distance is catching up with you. Something has to give. Reassess these priorities before you're forced to give up this fight, or forced to give up first. You don't want to be having to give up at all, period. So just let that energy go. The Ten of Pentacles in your hopes and fears. I'd say it's your hope for sure. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, that abundance, that, you know, beautiful balance. You know, time where you don't see the struggle of everything so much, and you can start to brace things. There's fulfillment, there's abundance here for you, material and spiritual abundance, but it's coming in every area of your life. So the number 10 usually indicates completion, and in this case the journey was well worth it. So I feel like, you know, be generous with your own time and wisdom here. Provide some guidance to maybe someone you know is struggling here in areas that you've, you know, recently come out of. You're going to be rewarded tenfold when you do. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles. So again, Taurus with Capricorn, nurturing yourself back to that healthy energy, nurturing yourself, getting grounded, and appreciating that, you know, you can, you know, love yourself back to forgiveness, back to, you know, life essentially. Look at that. We have the Eight of Pentacles. Now, this is your outcome of the reading, because I feel like this is you really saying to yourself that there's, you know, a craftsmanship here, a skill. You know, the spider is a true master of the craft, and this is what, you know, weaves against all odds, and it intricately does its web every day, right? So this is, you know, honing on your skills. You're close to finding that mastery here, I feel like, Cancer. So pay attention to the details. In some cases, this card means you need to find a new hobby, something you truly enjoy, but you're becoming good at it, is what I'm saying here. And then we have the Nine of Wands as the clarifying energy. So again, you Cancer, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy, but this Nine of Wands, I feel like, what a powerful energy. Even though it's in reverse here, this is saying to me that there's a, you know, you've lost the will to kind of stay strong. Life's taking its toll on you here, and it is beating you down until you kind of feel as if you can no longer keep your head up. But the way forward may seem impossible to find, but you need to know you're so close to realizing your goal here, Cancer. Draw from within that strength necessary to keep going. You're resilient, resourceful, and you are capable, right? If outward support is, you know, kind of scarce here, focus on what you can offer up on your own. Resist that urge to take any additional commitments and avoid succumbing to paranoia here. When the world, you know, is at its most inhospitable, it's easy to believe everyone else is out to make it worse. Stay centered and focused on what you can do for you, and it will start to improve with time, okay? But you just have to believe it. The Tower is on the underlying energy of the reading, so you're definitely you got to take your one foot, and you have to just remember, before burning bridges and bitter rivals, you have to just draw the line in the sand and cut the energy and the contact off, because it's just going to keep getting more angry and aggressive with this person, I feel like. So just completely cut it off and start going towards your new beginning, because that's where you're meant to go. Until next time, my friends, namaste.